Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed, and if you have not liked, shared, subscribed, then what are you doing? Give me a little something. You know, I'm out here, I'm trying, I'm giving you little videos here and there. So if you are watching, just subscribe, innit? Like, just be nice, wouldn't it? So yeah, hello, welcome back. And we have news about The Matrix. This ain't some Andrew Tate stuff, yeah, it ain't like, oh, The Matrix, or my enemies and all of that stuff. This is about the real Matrix. Vasyl Lomachenko, the 3-division world champion, who had retired. I think he actually put out like a big statement saying he's retired. They were doing like thank you videos on Top Rank and all sorts. Well, apparently he's not retired anymore. So his last fight was May 2024 against George Kambosos. He stopped him. Fantastic win. Dropped him, had him over a couple of times and he stopped him. Before that, he had the fight with Devin Haney and he run Devin Haney very, very close. Some said that he won that fight. But this was all like a couple of years ago now. So he's coming back though, apparently. And Mike Coppinger, shout out Mike Coppinger, Big Mike, is reporting that Lomachenko is back and is only interested in the big fights. And specifically, Mike Coppinger is reporting that Lomachenko wants Emmanuel Navarette and Gervonta Tank Davis. Two absolutely fantastic fights. Now, my thoughts on this are, I think you can just go straight into the Tank fight. I don't think you need to be taking a risk with Navarette. Like, Navarette is the current unified world super lightweight champion. I would imagine that he'd be going up in weight to fight Lomachenko, although Lomachenko wasn't a big lightweight, so maybe Lomachenko comes back and he just says, I want to fight for your belt at super featherweight. I don't know. He could do that. He's not massive, but 2 years out the ring, was lightweight for several years, but always seen as a smaller one. But yeah, I don't think that Lomachenko particularly needs that smoke with Emmanuel Navarette. Now, just to be clear here, I think 5 years ago, Navarette struggles to lay a glove on Vasyl Lomachenko. That version of Lomachenko was almost untouchable. Like, we've only seen him lose in recent years to Devin Haney, close fight, Lomachenko might have won, but more soundly to Teofimo Lopez, who just had so much size on him. Navarette isn't going to have all of that sort of size on him. There's most certainly a route to victory for Lomachenko, but this is more about what does Vasyl Lomachenko look like at 38 years old, after 2 years out the ring. Like, Father Time just waits for no one. He ain't going to wait for Lomachenko. He hasn't waited for any of these guys. It's like Lomachenko relies on footwork, quick feet, movement, reflexes, all of this kind of good stuff. All of these attributes that Father Time just starts attacking, going after, one by one. You got good footwork? It's not as good now. Got good reflexes? Let me just add a second to that reflex. Let me just add maybe a step more than you'd like to your footwork. This is what Father Time does. So the version of Vasyl Lomachenko a few years ago, yeah, like probably easy work against Navarette. 38 years old, 2 years out the ring against a very good, active world champion, unified world champion, 3-weight world champion, I'm pretty sure as well, because he started at lower weights. But a guy with his tail up, who is 31 years old, coming off a brilliant win against Sugar Nunes, in which he looked fantastic. Just no need for that smoke. Go straight to the Tank fight. If Tank's good, if Tank's there and he's sorted, then that is a mega fight. And I remember when Gervonta Davis boxed Liam Walsh in the UK, and in the post-fight press conference, I was there for it. Floyd Mayweather was, working with Tank at the time. He was part of Mayweather Promotions, and the question of Lomachenko back then was put to Mayweather, and they were very much just, batting it away. Like, no need. Like, I think he said something like, Lomachenko's in a rush, he needs to do this, he's old, like, we don't need to rush into these fights. But it hasn't happened. It's been a fantastic fight around those weights that's been touted. It's been a dream fight at one point if those two were to collide. But it hasn't happened. But I think it's just a perfect kind of timing for that now. Gervonta Davis is still only 31, but I'm not sure his head's in the game, really. I mean, He's been out of the ring as well. It's been a while since that Lamont Roach fight, that draw. I remember all the chat going into it where he was talking about how, I think he was talking about therapy. He was talking about how he was looking to retire. And rather than going with the rematch with Lamont Roach after the draw, he booked a fight with Jake Paul. Big money fight, but ultimately it didn't happen because of the problems that Gervonta Davis had. I'd imagine Jake Paul wishes it did happen. I don't think Gervonta Davis would have broken Jake Paul's jaw. Shout out Jake Paul, by the way, just went from Gervonta Davis to Anthony Joshua. Just like he's a crazy guy, but I'm a big fan here. But listen, away from that, Lomachenko against Gervonta Davis, just get on with it. Go straight into it. Navarette being there is no warm-up fight, no step-up fight. I think Lomachenko at this stage in his career, he could lose to Emmanuel Navarette. Navarette, it's just fresh, just fresher. He's not the freshest, he's 31, but he'll be a lot fresher than Lomachenko. And yeah, I would imagine it would be at £135. The Tank fight would be certainly at £135 if they did that. I remember when Gervonta Davis was making £130. Again, I'll go to that Liam Walsh fight because I was around it all. And he missed weight the first time. And the reason I have such a vivid memory of Gervonta Davis missing weight the first time was because when he went back up to the stage to make weight the second time, he had to strip off. And I was up there for Box Nation at the time, just filming on my phone, not realising that he was going to strip off, but filming, not trying to, film his bits, but I remember filming to put out that he's made weight, whatever. And Leonard Ellaby, big Leonard Ellaby, came up to me and whacked my phone out of my hand. Hey, you can't do that, as though I'm trying to film his piece. Wasn't just getting a bit of content, Leonard. But yeah, just an amusing moment. That's why I have such a vivid memory of that. But the headline is Vasyl Lomachenko is coming back after 2+ years out of the ring. The Matrix is returning and he wants Navarette and Tank. I'm saying just go straight to Tank. And I'm also saying, Gervonta Davis, I wasn't trying to film your member.